Tomatoes are delicious whether eaten raw or stir-fried, so they are a very popular ingredient. Sometimes, we accidentally buy too many, put them in the refrigerator and forget to eat them, or store them incorrectly, causing them to spoil. In fact, even though they have rotted, they still have many great uses in life, but most people do not know and will choose to throw them away. What can they be used for? Today, I will share with you some little tricks to recycle them into treasures. Let's watch the video. First use. Use as seeds for planting. Hidden inside the rotten skin are potential seeds, ready to germinate into lush tomato plants. If you like to eat tomatoes, you don't need to buy seeds. Just use rotten tomatoes to plant. First, carefully cut the rotten tomatoes into thin slices. Make sure the tomato seeds inside are not damaged. Or you can cut the tomato in half and scoop out the seeds. Where are you from? Leave a comment to let me know. Next, prepare a flower pot or pot with good drainage holes. Next, loosen the soil. Then arrange the cut tomato slices on the ground. Be careful not to overlap them. Then cover with a layer of wood ash about 1 to 2 centimeters thick. The soil is already moist enough, so there is no need to water more. Place the pot in full sun and water regularly to keep the soil moist, but avoid overwatering, which can cause the plant to become waterlogged. Monitor the growth of the plant and remove any weak or diseased shoots. After about a week, the seeds from the rotten tomato will sprout. It's great to know that we can meet each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. After about 1 to 2 months, the tomato plant will start to flower and bear fruit. When the tomato fruit is ripe, you can harvest and enjoy your work. Second use. As flower fertilizer. Many people like to grow some potted plants at home and need to buy flower fertilizer to fertilize the plants to grow better. Those who love to grow flowers and plants will know that fertilizers increase in price, even have no effect. In fact, rotten tomatoes can also be used as fertilizer for flowers. Don't throw it away, it's a waste. How to make fertilizer for plants from rotten tomatoes? Very simple. Cut the tomatoes into small pieces. Now, you put each piece of tomato in a plastic bowl. Next, pour a little rice water into the bottle. Rice water is filtered water after rice is washed, rinsed, or soaked. It can be reused for many different purposes. If there is no rice water, you can add water. Do not fill it up. Leave 1 to 2 centimeters empty. Then use a plastic bag to cover the bowl. Then place it in a cool, dry place to wait for fermentation. Let it ferment for 5 to 7 days. When fermenting, a lot of gas will be produced, so you should open the bottle once a day to reduce the amount of gas. Avoid too much gas, causing the bottle cap to pop off. Avoid using glass bottles, because the gas produced can cause the bottle to explode. After enough fermentation time, use a spoon to stir well to dissolve the tomato residue and rice water. Use a sieve to filter the water. Because the tomato fermented water has a lot of small residue, use a spoon to drain all the water. Before watering, dilute this amount of water in a ratio of 1 to 5 with water. Because the fermented tomato water is very concentrated, watering the plants directly can be counterproductive. Now you can use this water to water flowers or green plants. Get a watering can. Then pour the fermented water into the can. Next, close the lid of the watering can. Then shake well. Because rotten tomatoes are rich in organic matter and nutrients, they will be released during the fermentation process. The fermented water will provide the necessary nutrients for plant growth, such as nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc. In addition, the acid content in tomatoes helps adjust the pH of the soil, making the soil more suitable for plant growth. Rice water has many uses to nourish plants. After fermenting with tomatoes, the nutritional value of rice water will be much higher, helping plants germinate and flower well. Take advantage of this easy-to-find ingredient to create a bright and colorful flower garden. For plants that have turned yellow after a period of planting, watering with fermented tomato water will help the plants become green again. However, we must adjust the method and frequency of use appropriately, depending on the needs and growing environment of different types of plants. Avoid overuse to avoid over-fertilizing the soil or affecting plant growth. Third use, clean grease and dirt in the pan. Washing pots, pans, and dishes is something we do every day. We often use dishwashing liquid to wash dishes to clean grease and dirt on pans and dishes. Dishwashing liquid contains many chemical ingredients that are not good for the body, especially the stains on my hands. The pan has a lot of grease and food residue. If you wash it directly with water, it will not be clean. We can see that after wiping it with a paper towel, there is still a lot of grease on the pan. At this time, we just need to take a rotten tomato to clean the pan. Cut off the rotten part of the tomato. Use your hands to rub and pinch the tomato on the pan. You will see the grease and dirt on the pan gradually disappear. In fact, the principle is very simple. Rotten tomatoes are rich in acetic acid, malic acid, and citric acid. They are mildly acidic, which helps break down grease, making them easier to remove. After scrubbing, remove the tomato pieces. Rinse the pan with water. You will see the pan is completely grease-free. You will see the pan is shiny, like new. Practical, right? Very convenient and does not require any cleaning products. Do not throw away rotten tomatoes. What a waste. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.